Welcome to YQ Academy, HTML, Interview Questions and Answers. 1. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a language of the World Wide Web. It is a standard text formatting language which is used to create and display pages on the web. HTML makes the text more interactive and dynamic. It can turn text into images, tables, links. HTML pages are saved by adding HTML or HTML in web page name. 2. What is the difference between HTML elements and tags? The element is an individual component of the HTML web page or document. It represents semantics or meaning. For example, the title element represents the title of the document. Tags is the root of the HTML document which is used to specify that the document is HTML. For example, the head tag is used to contain all the head element in the HTML file. 3. What are attributes and how do you use them? Each tag has additional attributes that change the way the tag behaves or is displayed. For example, a tag has a type attribute, which you can use to specify whether it's a text field, checkbox, radio button, or one of many more options. Attributes are specified directly after the name of the tag, inside the two angled brackets. They should only ever appear in opening tags or in self-closing tags, but they can never be in closing tags. Example. 4. What is the difference between a block-level element and an inline element? A block-level element is drawn as a block that stretches to fill the full width available to it, i.e., the width of its container, and will always start on a new line. Elements that are block-level by default: less than div greater than, less than image greater than, less than section greater than, less than form greater than, less than nav greater than. Inline elements are drawn where they are defined and only take up space that is absolutely needed. The easiest way to understand how they work is to look at how text flows on a page. Examples of elements that are inline by default: less than span greater than, less than b greater than, less than strong greater than, less than a greater than, less than input greater than. 5. When are comments used in HTML? To understand the code easily, you can add code comments to your HTML document. These are not displayed in the browser, but they help you in leaving notes for yourself and other developers as to what a section of HTML is for. The start of the comment is denoted by. Anything in the middle will be completely ignored, even if it contains valid HTML. For example. 6. What are the HTML tags used to display the data in the tabular form? Less than table greater than. It defines a table, less than tr greater than. This tag defines a row in a table, less than th greater than. It defines a header cell in a table, less than td greater than. This is used to define a cell in a table, less than caption greater than. It defines the table caption, less than col group greater than. It specifies a group of one or more columns in a table for formatting, less than col greater than. This is used with less than col group greater than element to specify column properties for each column, less than t body greater than. This tag is used to group the body content in a table, less than thed greater than. It is used to group the header content in a table, less than footer greater than. It is used to group the footer content in a table. 7. How to create a hyperlink in HTML. The HTML provides an anchor tag to create a hyperlink that links one page to another page. These tags can appear in any of the following ways. Greater than unvisited link. It is displayed, underlined in blue. Greater than visited link. It is displayed, underlined in purple. Greater than active link. It is displayed, underlined in red. The syntax of hyperlink in HTML is. 8. Name some common lists that are used when designing a page. There are many common lists used for design a page. You can choose any or a combination of the following list types. Greater than ordered list. The ordered list displays elements in a numbered format. It is represented by tag. Greater than unordered list. The unordered list displays elements in a bulleted format. It is represented by tag. Greater than definition list. The definition list displays elements in definition form like in a dictionary. The less than DL greater than, less than TD greater than, and less than DD greater than, and tags are used to define description list. 9. What is semantic HTML? Semantic HTML is a coding style. It is the use of HTML markup to reinforce the semantics or meaning of the content. For example, in semantic HTML less than b greater than /b greater than tag is not used for bold statement, as well as I greater than /I greater than tag is used for italic. Instead of these, we use less than strong greater than / strong greater than and less than m greater than /m greater than tags. 10. How to create a nested webpage in HTML. The HTML iframe tag is used to display a nested webpage. In other words, it represents a webpage within a webpage. The HTML iframe greater than tag defines an inline frame. For example, 11. What is an image map? An image map is used for linking many different web pages using a single image. It is represented by map greater than tag. You can define shapes and images that you want to include as part of an image mapping. 12. Does a hyperlink only apply to text? No, hyperlinks can be used both on text and images. The HTML anchor tag defines a hyperlink that links one page to another page. The href attribute is the most important attribute of the HTML anchor tag. 13. What is a style sheet? A style sheet is used to build a consistent, transportable, and well-designed style template. You can add these templates on several different web pages. It describes the look and formatting of a document written in the markup language. 14. Explain the layout of HTML. HTML layout specifies a way in which the web page is arranged. Every website has a specific layout to display content in a specific manner. Following are different HTML elements which are used to define the different parts of a web page. Less than header greater than. It is used to define a header for a document or a section. Less than nav greater than. This defines a container for navigation links. Less than section greater than. It is used to define a section in a document. Less than article greater than. This is used to define an independent, self-contained article. Less than aside greater than. It is used to define content aside from the content. Less than footer greater than. It is used to define a footer for a document or a section. 15. What is a marquee? Marquee is used for the scrolling text on a web page. It scrolls the image or text up, down, left, or right automatically. You should put the text which you want to scroll within the less than marquee greater than. Less than / marquee greater than tag. 16. What are the tags used to separate a section of texts? There are 3 tags that can be used to separate the texts. 1. Less than br greater than tag. Usually tag is used to separate the line of text. It breaks the current line and conveys the flow to the next line. 2. Less than p greater than tag. This contains the text in the form of a new paragraph. 3. Less than block o greater than tag. It is used to define a large quoted section. If you have a large quotation, then put the entire text within. Less than / block o greater than tag. 17. What is the difference between div and span in HTML? The difference between span and div is that a span element is inline and usually used for a small chunk of HTML inside a line, such as inside a paragraph, whereas a div or division element is block line, which is equivalent to having a line break before and after it and used to group larger chunks of code. Example. 18. How to create a new HTML element. You can create new elements for the document in the following way. It can also be used in the HTMLs. This is the end of our HTML interview questions. We hope you enjoyed learning with YQ Academy. Until next time, goodbye.